Hi, welcome back. So before we get to today's reaction, you may want to skip forward a couple of minutes if you want to go ahead and get straight to the reaction. But quick announcement. When we have our 100,000 subscriber get together in our meet and greet, I will be getting a tattoo on my arm in Anaheim, California. More on the location and the date and time later as we get closer to that event. Not sure how long it's going to take to get to 100,000. It could be sooner than later or later than sooner. But of course, this guy, he does specialize in realism. So if you're thinking about getting a tat, I would recommend probably waiting until we all get together and you have a little talk with the guy, because he's going to be giving out some discounts as well. So you can get a discount on artwork. You can come by and meet and pick up a bottle of hot sauce. Now, this is going to be one of the gifts that's going to be hidden. You're going to pick a random box, and this could be one of them. It's the best brand of hot sauce I've ever had. You can go to hellfirehotsauce.com and find out more about them. I've been in chats with them. They've agreed that they're going to go ahead and contribute some more sauces to our little get-together, maybe even some merch. So check them out. They're not a sponsor. I wish they were, but hey, all good. On top of that, to kind of carry on with the heat theme and the pain theme, I'm going through pain. You guys got to go through some pain. We got the Packy chips to prove it. So if you happen to pick one of the Packy chips out of the random box you pick, I'm going to ask you to do the Packy One Chip Challenge live in front of everybody that's watching at that time. So bring a friend that likes hot sauce, because if you get picked, I'm going to ask you kindly to go ahead and do the challenge for us and keep us all entertained while I'm getting my arm done. The other gift we have is we have $100 in gift cards. Someone's going to be having a nice dinner at Outback Steakhouse, Carrabba's, Bonefish Grill, or Fleming's. Ooh, nice steak at Fleming's. Yeah, I might have to keep these myself. Nah, they're yours. And then, of course, we have the piece de resistance, iPad. Okay, this is still sealed in the box, just waiting to be given to somebody out there. And of course, we have all of the artwork that's going to be discounted as well if you want to book a session. And with that, let's get on to the reaction. Take care, guys. Hope to see you then. Come on by. Hi, welcome back. Hope you're having a good day. Today, we have some Aurora, Invisible Wounds, and this one's brought to us by request by Sandy Just Me. So, Sandy, I got you. Always, anytime. So, this channel actually started with Aurora, Murder 54321. And if you go about the About section of the channel, you'll see Aurora's eyes across the banner. I kind of kept that there as just kind of like a tribute to she started this whole mess. Someday it'll end with her. But with that, and without much further ado, let's go for some Invisible Wounds. Here we go.
I squeeze into a small hole through the eyes of needles.
Okay, so she's
to stitch you up again. Even though I know so well I can't fix anything.
Ooh, interesting. So she's slipping through the eye of the needle to stitch up the wound, but she knows she can't do anything about it. So try as we may to try and solve somebody's dilemmas or woes, sometimes you just got to kind of let them go. But okay. And it's funny. I mean, she's growing up to be such a young lady now, and some of her older stuff was very profound for such a young girl to write, like Murder 54321. That's the first reaction of this channel. And it was, I encourage you, not just the reaction, but just go check out that song, Murder 54321, and see what I mean when you try to understand how does something so deep of context come out of somebody so young. I think she was like 9 years old when she wrote Murder 54321, or very young. I mean, it was very young when she wrote it. I might be mistaken, remembering incorrectly, but I do remember that she was very young when she wrote it. Running with Wolves and all of her earlier stuff was just fantastic. It's just cool to see her still going on. you know, still doing her thing. So we just back up just a little bit and let's continue on.
Even though I know so well I can't fix anything, I look for blood to shed, mistaking every vein for thread.
So she's doing more damage by trying to help. She's mistaking the veins for thread and just causing more harm as she's trying to help. Wow, I can really understand that, because sometimes we do our best. We have our best intentions to try and help somebody, you know, and give them advice, whatever. But sometimes it just doesn't. Sometimes it could do more harm than good. So, interesting.
Mistaking every vein for thread, spreading out to thin, as I'm lying in my bed, barely existing. And I need you, and I need you to understand, to understand.
Oh, God, I just want to give Aurora a big hug, you know? It's just like she's so adorable. Well, just again, this is just more what I would expect from a very mature young lady that's mature beyond her years and feels such depth of things that are just very, very painful. It's hard to see a kid writing a song about unaliving a loved one that has a chronic illness, murder 54321. It's like, wow, you know, come on, brah. It's like, let's talk about like Thomas the Train or something like that at that age. We're talking about like murder 54321. Ouch. But anyways, I again digress. Let's continue.
To understand.
I love her. I love how she pours herself into her music.
Sometimes I see light, and I fear it's only fantasy. Oh, wouldn't it be tragic if there is no light in me, not any magic?
Ooh, wouldn't it be tragic if there's no magic inside of me? Wouldn't it be tragic if I don't have the magic to be able to fix your problems?
And I need you to forgive me if you can, if you can, Lord.
I'm trying to recall some of the songs she does this voicing in. She does this tribal vocaling that she does this like almost like a yodel, and I just adore it when she does it. It's just her. It's her escape. It's her auditory escape to just pour herself deeper into the music, and you can tell that when she flips the switch of going into this vocaling, that she also kind of becomes entranced in a way where she's really in the moment. At least that's what I've observed on some of the other songs that she's done. But I'm kind of curious to see if she's going to do that. And you can almost see it very distinct. And you see the little hill here of the replayability. People are on that too. It's just like, just listen.
If you can,
I'm curious now.
I know the best I can. It isn't always good enough, and it hurts to know I hurt you, like I know it hurts for you to know you hurt me.
Story time. It's been a while. I'm not sure if I've told this story in the past or not. My youngest, Michael, he is deeply in love with a beautiful young lady. I'm just so excited for them. I just know that this is it. Like I could tell this is it. But when they were younger, they were like 16. He went to my kids were homeschooled, so let the judgment start to fly. but she was also, and they had their prom and winter formal and the whole thing, and yet they were dressed to the hilt, did the photograph, they looked like a beautiful couple, and it just didn't sit well with their parents. And the parents said, hey, we got to kind of take a step back here. Too much too soon, too young. Break apart. And, you never know if they're going to be able to get back together again. But I remember the night when he was devastated. And I went into his room, and I've been there before. I've been in the heartbreak before in my own life. And I think I did tell the story before, so sorry for the repeat story, but now I'm kind of remembering. When I went in there, all I did is he was on his bed, fetal position. He was gone. He was just devastatedly crying. And all I could do is just sit down on the floor with my back to his bed, and I just was just there with him. I just kept my mouth shut. And sometimes that's all a person needs, is to just know you love them, you're there, you're sitting through it with them. They can be on cry on your shoulder if they need to. And sometimes just being there would be enough to console someone. So you don't always have to have the right words to say, is what I'm saying. Sometimes you can just be there for the person. Just be present. That's sometimes just enough, right? But in case you're wondering, of course, they got back together again. Things got all cool. And today, they're actually looking for rings. So, yes. Anyways, that's the end of the story time. I just thought I'd kind of mention it. Like, sometimes I can kind of understand. It's like she's laying in her bed thinking, and it's a light at the end of the tunnel. Do I even have the magic to fix this? I keep trying to fix it, but I keep breaking open veins instead of threads. I'm just feeling useless. Sometimes it's just better to just be there. It's enough.
And now my blood is yours, and life is slowly losing touch. How do we learn to tend to these invisibles, our homes?
Yeah, how do we learn to tend to these invisible wounds? They're wounds that we don't know how we're going to be able to fix them. How are we going to thread them together? Again, it's just sometimes just being present is enough, right?
Learn to tend to these invisibles, our home.
See her invisible wound. She puts her hands over her eyes. She's always so in. She's always on the moment, in the moment, and just pouring herself all over the moment. It's just like she does this dance kind of thing that she does. I just love how she immerses herself into her music.
Gave us. I can't heal you, and you can't heal me, even if we wanted to. And how I wanted to, and I need you to stop needing me.
Love it.
Like I need you, we both need to tend to the invisibles. Ah.
I love the fact that she got the violins, the flutes, the oboes, the flutes, the all the string, the brass, the harp. I mean, it's really cool to see Aurora. Yeah, I've seen a couple of her concerts that are on this channel from reactions that I've got to, kind of watch her in her element with an orchestra. It's just so cool that she's got the following enough to be able to pull off this musical background for her. Just love it. It's so magical. She does have magic. I played clarinet when I was in high school. See, she's just in the moment. French horn, and she's got all of it. I mean, come on. She's so adorable. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. First of all, mesmerizing piece. Very, very, very just entranced. It's just a very melancholy song. It's just so very well put together. Wow. Aurora. Nice. Nice. We got to get more Aurora on the bandwagon here. Come on. I know we've kind of hopping around all different artists here, but Aurora's like a mainstay. Good recommendation, Sandy. All right. On to the next. You guys have a wonderful day. We'll catch you guys on the next one, okay? Have a good one. Take care. Bye. Oh, wrong button.